Project 2025 is all over this White House, and I'm going to give you a few examples. No sooner than when Marco Rubio was approved to be Secretary of State that he immediately suspended all U.S. foreign aid. That's in Project 2025. Upon inauguration, the Secretary of State should order an immediate freeze on all efforts, domestic and international contracts and payments, hiring and recruiting decisions, etc. And yeah, what about this spending freeze on all social programs? You know, over the last couple of days, Donald Trump was supposed to have suspended funding for apparently or allegedly Medicare, Medicaid, SNAP benefits, things like that. That's in Project 2025 as well. A couple of days ago, Trump put out this policy. And if you look right there where the bold wording is, it says federal agencies must temporarily pause all activities related to obligations or disbursement of all federal assistance and other relevant agency activities that may be implicated by the executive orders, including but not limited to financial assistance and foreign aid. We just talked about that. Non-governmental organizations, DEI, woke gender ideology, and the Green New Deal. It wasn't that they wanted to save money and, streamline the process. They wanted to control the budget, even though they control the budget. The Office of Management and Budget is in charge of doing what Congress told them to do once the president signs it into law. How did they want to do it? Project 2025 tells us. The memo that Trump put out suspending funding also said this: the OMB may grant exceptions, allowing federal agencies to issue new awards or take other actions on a case-by-case basis. Let's just stop right there. Project 2025 talks about a case-by-case basis when they issue out funds, and they went all the way back to 1870 to find it. This statement talks about, this is in Project 2025, it talks about what the Congress passed in 1870, the Anti-Deficiency Act, and what they was afraid of back in the 1870s. And I understand they wanted the government agencies not to spend all their money before the fiscal year ran out. So let's apportion it as they go along. That way they can actually budget what they're doing before the next fiscal year. Project 2025, MAGA, and Trump want to amplify that. And again, just like Trump's memo said, when he wanted to suspend all of government spending, they were going to do it through the office of the OMB on a case-by-case basis. Look at what it says in Project 2025. Once its reputation as the keeper of commander's intent is established, then and only then does OMB have the ability to shape the most efficient way to pursue an objective. If you go back and look at the past interviews over the last couple of days after Trump issued that memo and the Social Security sites started shutting down and Meals on Wheels started shutting down and all those government agencies and programs and SNAP benefits, I believe for the most part, were shutting down. They were talking about, well, we want to hold on spending money until we get all the funding aligned with what Trump's agenda is. This is in keeping with Project 2025. And everything that's been going on over the last couple of days, maybe the last week or so, that's by design as well. Because in 2019, Steve Bannon said this. Now, it didn't work in 2019 for the most part because Donald Trump was having fun as the president. Now he wants to actually do something as the president. So listen to what Steve Bannon said.
I said, all we have to do is flood the zone. Every day we hit them with three things. They'll bite on one and we'll get all of our stuff done. Bang, bang, bang. These guys will never be able to recover.
So now why is Donald Trump flooding the zone with information? Because as long as the media is out there screaming about everything, they're not watching the subtle little things. And Donald Trump can get everything he wants out there. Now, the problem is nobody's really paying attention because just today they had to rescind the funding suspension thing. So they had to suspend what they were trying to suspend because they're so into it. And we really don't have any experts in there that know how to play the game. So they're just flooding the zone without a real strategy. But still, they're doing it. So while we're picking up on all this other stuff, we're not watching the man behind the curtain. What do you think?